On Simply Sweet, I get my hands dirty and show you how a new local restaurant uses their organic produce to make tasty dishes. We learn how to make the perfect old-fashioned, and I share my grandma's recipe for coconut pie. We have all that in store for you. Let's get started at Dot Knot. We are here at Dot Knot in downtown Bakersfield. Now this is a new restaurant where they are taking a spin on the classic farm to table, because we are going to be heading out, actually taking a behind the scenes look at their farm just 10 miles south of downtown Bakersfield called Pick a Little Farms. And we are actually going to be hand picking some of the produce that we will be making for some of these dishes. Let's take you there. I am here with Miss Jessie Blackwell, who is the co-owner of not only Dot Knot, but also Pick a Little Farms, which we are at right now. So this farm is just full of beautiful flowers, which you can see behind us, as well as fruits and veggies. How many acres are here?
We have 15 acres here, and we are currently planting on 6 of them. So we have much more room to grow. And we are 100% seasonal. So our menu is dictated by the farm. Whatever is going on with planting and harvesting schedule is what will be on our menu. So it's very seasonal. We have some things that are phasing out already and some things that will be coming up quickly. So it depends on the weather. Really, Mother Nature dictates our menu and the farm.
Which is so cool, because you're gonna get something different every time you go into the restaurant. But
Correct.
This is truly farm to table. I mean, we are standing on the farm right now where 100% of the produce comes from.
Yes. We wanted the highest quality, the best produce, the best flavor, nutrition, diversity of all the crops. And that could only be achieved by Mary Jean Russell at Pick Little Farms. So it was a nice partnership to form.
Yeah, that is so exciting.
Yes.
So what are some of the items that are in season right now?
Right now we have a bunch of greens, lettuces. We have carrots, beets, strawberries, onions are coming up, and broccoli, cauliflower. So a lot of really delicious things.
So excited. So where are we going to head to first?
Let's start with the strawberries.
Okay, let's go.
We planted these in January, and they're spring crops, so they're ready now to be harvested. These are clean strawberries, no pesticides, no herbicide, so we can actually pick them off. We hand harvest, so you can see that they're ripe now.
Oh
Nice.
my gosh.
Big strawberry here.
Nice and big.
So we can take this one off.
So you literally just pull.
Yep, you just pull. We feature these in a couple of our dishes.
Oh my gosh. So this means there's no pesticides, so we can just take a bite right now.
Take a bite.
They're so sweet.
They're very sweet. They're delicious.
And so
They're ripe
fresh.
now.
Yeah.
They're in season. We only have a few more weeks of them, so we're gonna harvest them, use them while we have them in the cuisine, and then we'll sell them in the market as well.
Okay, and then where are we off to next?
Next, we'll be going to carrots. So Napoli carrots that we use in some of our dishes as well.
Let's go.
Okay.
So we have made it to the carrots. So we're using a pitchfork to go in the ground. Why is this?
Loosen the ground, and we're trying not to break the tops off the carrots.
Because look
we
how
can easily
easy it is.
get them out.
Look at this. Fresh carrots right here. Let's just take some of this dirt. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my gosh. So these are a year-round crop?
They are a year-round crop, and these take about 60 to 70 days until we can harvest them.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
It's not, yes.
And so when you take these back to the restaurant, what do you do with them?
Well, we wash them here at the farm, and then we take them back to the restaurant. We wash them again. And then this is one of the examples of how we are minimizing waste out here and maximizing usability. So we're taking the entire part of the carrot. One of the dishes we use the tops of the carrot in is our carrot top pesto. So it's a vegan dish, but it's also using the entire part, or half the part of the carrot, because we're using the tops of the carrot on this one in the pesto.
These look absolutely delicious, so let's get some more. So now that we have all the carrots, where are we heading to next?
Now we're heading to beets.
Woo! Can't wait.
Yes. So we've got Touchstone gold beets right over here. And we can...
So are these gonna be similar to carrots? We just kind of pull them out of the ground?
That's correct, yep. Just give them a little tug. And you should be able to pull them right out. Reach down right at the root, and then pull them out.
See,
So you'll want to kind of wrap your hands around it, around the stem at the root, and just pull.
There we go.
There you go.
Look at all the leaves associated with just one beet. So these are absolutely beautiful. I mean, the color's definitely looking a little bit different from the red version that maybe people are used to seeing.
Correct. These are my personal favorite. These are the Touchstone Gold, so they're a golden color beet, a little more orange. We've got other varieties like the Bull's Blood, which is red, the Merlin Beets, which is another dark, deep red color, almost purple. Yeah. And then the Kyoga, which is a striped beet. So that's really pretty. When you cut it open on the inside, you can see the layers and the colors. It's gorgeous.
That is probably beautiful for food photography.
Yes, it is.
Which is just awesome. And then, are these always in season?
No, these are another kind of similar to carrots. They're almost available year-round, but not quite. And it takes about 60 to 70 days until they're ready to hand harvest.
So these are quick. Just
these are quick.
Planted and keep growing.
That's right.
So we've made it to our final stop at the farm, which I'm so excited about. The Romaine.
Yes, the Romaine.
Okay, so this is a red color. What's the difference between that and the green one that we're used to seeing?
The red one has a few more nutrients and vitamins. It's got a lot of antioxidants, which you can see as evidenced by the nice red color on it. So perfect. It's difficult to grow lettuce here in Bakersfield, but we've got a nice variety here for the spring season.
Okay. So this one looks perfect, like we can
This does, yes. This is still closed on the top, so we're just gonna reach back, chop that right out.
Chop it
right out.
And it really does have a big stem down there. I guess you
does.
never noticed that.
Right.
Nice green stem.
And then this will actually reflower and will grow a new plant.
Wow.
Perfect. And then if you want to see, we can kind of cut it open on the inside here.
So you just cut it right down
the middle. See the
oh my God.
Heart on the inside.
That is absolutely beautiful. And this has a little bit more flavor to it as well.
It does. It definitely has a great flavor. Nice crisp leaves. I don't want to say it's sweet, but it has a hint of that. And you actually get flavor. I know some people maybe don't like salads because the lettuce doesn't taste like anything. Right.
This
is a true gem.
Yes. Now that we have a nice big basket, a little heavy too, full of all the fresh produce that we just picked, and these gorgeous little flowers that we can put in the vase, we're going to head back to the restaurant to get cooking.
Yes, we are.
Let's do it. From literally the farm, now we are at the table here at Dot Knot where we picked all this beautiful fresh produce. We are going to put it into some dishes. So we have 3 options here, some of the things that we did pick. Let's start with the salad.
Yes, this is our charred romaine salad. So the same romaine that we picked out at the farm, we're using this in our dish. We are cutting it in half, grilling it in the kitchen.
A little bit of char on there.
That's right, yes, it makes it quite the difference. It gives it just a nice little flavor. We have our house-made Caesar dressing, and we house-make the bread as well, and then we toast that for our croutons.
Yum!
And then
they're different than croutons. They're kind of a little bit more elongated.
Yes, they are. And then we have our organic chicken on the salad as well. So this comes either with or without chicken. You can add it on. And then we have a little bit of marigold flowers, and these are edible. These come out from the farm as well.
Edible flowers, and let me tell you, we tried some out at the farm, and they are absolutely delicious. You wouldn't think so, because it looks like just a little flower, but you'd be surprised.
Yes, it has some nice flavor. It adds a different dimension to the dish.
Okay.
Yes.
And then next
we have our Valley eggs, which is one of my personal favorites on the menu. This is our breakfast item. So as we talked about on the farm, using the whole vegetable. So we're using from the root to the tip of the vegetable. This has our turnip tops and our beet tops on it.
So are those roasted?
Yes, they're roasted and stewed in a bone broth that we make in-house as well. It's got some bacon. It's got a nice spice to it as well. So it's a little bit smoky, a little bit spicy. It's a nice hearty dish full of those really good for you vegetables. Once again, clean vegetables from the farm. And then it's got Aiden's eggs, which Aiden is a local boy here in town who raises these chickens and brings the eggs over here. We've got them in the market, and then we use them in our dishes as well. And
fresh herbs on top.
And then our house-made French bread with an herbs butter that we make in-house from the herbs from the farm as well on that.
And again, nice and charred, so we're getting a little bit of that crunch.
Right.
And then finally,
Yes, this is a very vibrant dish. That's one of our specials right now. Since we have a lot of beets coming out of the farm, we are doing a beet hummus. So it's our Kyoga and our Merlin beets mixed together. And once again, topped with a few of the edible flowers.
So good.
And then we house make the pita here as well, and then carrots from the farm. So you can choose your dipping vessel.
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
And it's kind of nice, that pink color. Beets are that natural coloring.
Yes.
It's making it so vibrant.
Yes,
so.
exactly. That's all natural, completely from the farm, completely from the vegetable. So it's neat that you can take, you know, a raw vegetable, change it just a little bit, and come out with this wonderful color.
That's so cool. So we were trying the beets out at the farm. Again, they were fresh, so a little bit crunchy, but in here they're nice and soft and creamy. But I think we have to try something, so let's dig into the hummus.
I'll choose the carrot.
Oh my. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely delicious. So the hummus, you're getting our earthiness, but still a little bit of a sweetness from that beet, and they use local olive oil in here, and let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. And then the herbs give it a little bit of that spiciness, and that's not something that you usually get in your store-bought hummus. No, you gotta come out and try this. And the pink color, I mean, who can resist? So make sure you guys come out to Dot Knot. It's in downtown Bakersfield on 18th Street, where you can try one of these dishes or many of the other selections that they have, as well as a great selection of wine and coffee.
Yes.
Something seasonal, you're going to find something that you like for every single season.
Correct, that's right.
So thank you so much, and make sure you guys come out to Dot Knot. There's nothing better than knowing that you are getting the most organic and fresh produce that is picked just for you at Dot Knot. But coming up, I take you back to the kitchen where we are going to be mixing up a coconut-driven dessert. You are not going to want to miss this one. Welcome back to Simply Sweet, and boy, do I have a sweet dessert for you. This one straight out of my grandmother's recipe book. This amazing coconut pie has been passed down for 3 generations. Check this out. A few weeks ago, my mom and I were going through some recipe cards that my grandmother and my great-grandmother had written. And these recipes are really good, but one of them that I wanted to share with you was this amazing coconut pie. Now, my mom and I absolutely love coconut, so this one is right up our alley, but it's really cute. You can still see the recipe card my grandma wrote in her beautiful cursive handwriting, but it did get a little watermark on it, but don't worry, my mom knew the recipe by heart, so we are going to be sharing this with you. So not only is it amazing, but it's also super easy to make. Let's get started. So I said this is super easy to make, and I meant it. We are going to put all of the ingredients into the stand mixer, let it mix up, and then we are good to go. So first, we are going to start with 2 cups of milk. Just pour that right on in. And then we have 3/4 of a cup of sugar. 1/4 of a cup of melted butter. Woo, right on in there. And then what's going to bring this all together is actually 1/2 of a cup of Bisquick. So you know that original pancake mix. I'm gonna pop that right on in as well. So no flour needed. And then we have 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. And then finally, 4 eggs. Just gonna crack these. So we have everything in the mixer except the coconut. That's actually going to be the last thing that we put into the pie before it goes into the oven, but we're gonna get this mixing up for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm gonna get the pan ready. So finally, everything is incorporated, so we are going to take this right on out, and we're actually going to dump the mixture into a greased 9-inch pie pan. So the mixture may look a little bit unincorporated, but don't worry, that is all going to be taken care of in the baking process, so perfectly fit. So just like on my grandma's recipe card, it says to let this sit for 5 minutes, and then we are going to top it with this fresh shredded coconut. Now we have waited that long 5 minutes. Finally time to dump this coconut on top, so you just want to make sure that it is going to be falling in an even layer all across the custardy goodness. Now we're gonna pop it into a 350-degree oven for 40 to 60 minutes, depending on how fast your oven cooks, until the top is nice and golden brown.
Now that the pie is out of the oven and completely cooled, I just want to tell you that your kitchen is smelling like a little island vacation. That coconut, is absolutely so delicious, but I did cut a little piece of the pie because we have to try this. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is so good. So it's sweet, but not too sweet. And then you're getting a lot of that creaminess from the eggs that we put in there. And then finally, you get to feel the texture of the coconut. And that's really what you're tasting in here. So for all of my coconut lovers out there, you are going to love this, and so is your family.
Coming up next, our mixology segment, where we learn to make the perfect old-fashioned. We are back at Prairie Fire for our mixology segment. Now, I just want to preface that cocktails, not in my wheelhouse. So we have Crystal here, who is the mixology extraordinaire, who's going to be teaching us something new about these cocktails. So Father's Day just around the corner. What do you have in mind?
I have for us a barrel-aged old-fashioned. So I already have in here 2 ounces of our Old Forester. Now you're gonna serve, and this is a mixing glass. Now all I'm gonna do is just add ice. I'm gonna add a dash of orange bitters. Now this is up to your preference if you like your old-fashioned just a little bit more citrusy. So all you're gonna do is just add ice. You're gonna stir for about 15 seconds. Okay, then you just strain and serve.
Wow.
Now this cocktail originated in the Prohibition era. And I don't know if you've ever seen that show, Mad Men, which is very popular. This cocktail was very popular in that show. Kind of started, old-fashioned started getting very popular again. Now, with the little citrus pill, we are going to do a nice orange zest.
Ooh.
Okay, and then we're going to rim it around the cocktail. Now this sets your palate up for what it's about to taste, and you're going to get nice citrus aromas on your palate, and then it's going to go straight into that bourbon. Okay. And then we are going to garnish it with a Luxardo Cherry. Now these are cherries aged in brandy.
Wow.
They're very yummy, and it definitely gives a little sweet flavor to the cocktail.
That's kind of nice. And then you're getting that orange flavor as well. So
yes,
kind of getting that whole palate. And then why do we use the big ice cube?
The large ice cube is so the cocktail doesn't die. So you can essentially sip on it, and it keeps it cold without it watering down. So you're still getting all of those wonderful flavors from the oak barrel, the bitters, the citrus, and the brandy cherry without it being too watered down.
So great for Father's Day. All the dads out there are going to love it. But Crystal and I wanted to get you guys involved. So if there's any drinks that maybe you would like us to try, you can just let us know on Facebook at Simply Sweet Allison. And we will have more next time. We still have so many more restaurants to get to, and I have a lot more recipes to share with you. Thank you so much for watching.